ìtànà tó ń tàn ó tutù ó sì dára má dúró dọjọ́ ọ̀la àkókò sórí tètè ẹ̀yin olùfẹ́ ètò Kilarigbo káàbọ̀ lónìí sórí àkọ́tún ètò mìíràn tí a ti mú wá fún yín orúkọ tèmi ni Tèmítáyọ̀ Abọ́ládé ẹ máa bá wa kálọ à ń bọ̀. bó ṣe náà lábala amúlùdùn ohun àkọ́kọ́ tí a máa fún yín náà nípa òrékelẹ́wà àpọ́nbẹ́kọ̀ rẹ̀ Tonto Dike wọn náà láti gbọ́ wípé ìjà tó ti bẹ́ sílẹ̀ láàrin òun àti Funnybo lórí Instagram láìpẹ́ yìí.
The gorgeous Tonto Dike. Oh my goodness.
ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ látàrí awuyewuye tó ń lọ lórí íńtánẹ́ẹ̀tì láìpẹ́ yìí wípé arábìnrin Tonto Dike ní ìfọ̀rọ̀jomitoro rọ̀ pẹ̀lú Daddy Freeze tí ó sì bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní sọ̀rọ̀ tí ó dá sí ọkọ rẹ̀ arákùnrin Ọlákúnlé Churchill. ó ní wípé arákùnrin yìí kò lè ṣe dandan lórí obìnrin kódà kò lè lójú ogójì ìṣẹ́jú lọ lórí obìnrin.
He has a sexual problem, a disease. It's called premature ejaculation. He can't stay inside.
Tonto, stop.
Yeah.
You are killing this guy. Yes. You are killing his reputation. No.
He can't stay
inside.
He can't stay inside a woman for more than 40 seconds. Even my son was the longest sex, 1 minute. Yes.
bákan náà ó ní pé ọmọ yahoo boy ni arákùnrin ọkọ òun tóun ti fẹ́ tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀ rí.
Those we get into the wrong hands. Half of us have married yahoo. Most of them are just walking away because it's too shameful for them to talk. But I'm shameless. I will talk because I don't want. I don't have shame in my life.
I
don't because tomorrow if this man, if they catch this man doing yahoo, they will come to me because I was once married to him.
ó tún bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní sọ̀rọ̀ sí wípé ọmọ aṣọ́gbà lásán ni arákùnrin Ọlákúnlé Churchill jẹ́ sí ààrẹ Olúṣẹ́gun Ọbásanjọ́ èyí tó jẹ́ ààrẹ orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà tẹ́lẹ̀ rí.
This is his father. This is who his father is. His father was Obasanjo's gardener that graduated into being a spiritual leader. This is his father. This man has never for one day, he always puts Obasanjo on Obasanjo's birthday, a happy birthday, daddy. Even the brother. If you go to his page, you will see him and Obasanjo, daddy, I came to see daddy. Not for one day have they ever posted this man's picture because they want to keep scamming people that they're Obasanjo's son. This is his father. No relationship with Obasanjo.
I thought, in all honesty, I thought that because I saw a picture of him, King, and Obasanjo.
His mother looked me in the eyes and told me that she was Obasanjo's wife. That is what go on the streets. Ask everybody who knows them. Who do you think these people are? They go on his brother. He has a younger brother on Instagram. His name is, well, I don't want to promote him, but his name is G-Wings. Go there with him and with Obasanjo, they're there. Snapping with dad. A picture with dad. Meanwhile, this is who their father is. Because of so much shame. Because of so much scam. They cannot even for one day, bring that picture, look for it. They cannot even for one day celebrate the poor man. Not even to say, okay, birthday. They've never, but every day Obasanjo's birthday is there. Just so that people can suck in the lie and relate it to Obasanjo. If this man had a relationship with Obasanjo, I would be the happiest girl on earth. Because it's a name that my son will inherit and work on to be a better person in life.
èyí ló wá mú kí Funnybo sọ̀rọ̀ lórí íńtánẹ́ẹ̀tì wípé èyí kò dára rárá ṣùgbọ́n arábìnrin Tonto Dike ó fárígá ni o ó sọ wípé ó yẹ kí Funnybo ń pè òun ni kò jẹ́ kó máa fi àtẹ̀jíṣẹ́ ránṣẹ́ sí òun lórí Instagram ó ní ibo ni burúkú rẹ̀ wà nígbà tí ọkọ òun ṣe gbogbo kan tí ó ṣe ní ọdún méjì sẹ́yìn.
There was an incident that happened in court. My son was supposed to have come to court. They said my son should come to court. And the day I was supposed to bring my son, he was aware. We were both in court. And they said, you know what? This court has been adjourned. In the next 2 weeks, we need you to come to court with your son. His father was sitting down here. I was sitting down there with my own lawyers. Next 2 weeks, I came to court with my son. Dressed him all up. Proud that he was going to come and see his father. At least his father would see him after such a long time. Churchill did not show up in court for that day. Even the judges asked the lawyers, the man who is here saying he loves his son did not show up on the one day, the one and only day that your son was supposed to be present in court because they wanted to see how he was faring, how he lose, if it was they wanted to know how I've been taking care of my child. This man did not show up and he had not seen his child for months before then. This man came to court. I'm sure look at the court paper. He came to court and his lawyers asked the judge to ask me that I was going to be the one to foot his bills to court. after marrying you with my money when I am not an Indian woman, after feeding you, after clothing you, after making you a man, making you who you are, putting you in the public eyes, after everything that I did, you still want to come back and eat my money because you want me to pay for you to come to court. That I should pay his transportation fare. His lawyers were asking for transport. They said I should pay a sum of 250,000 so that he'll be able to make it to court. To see his son and to come to court to show for your son to be there. He asked for transportation money. Festus Kiyamo was my lawyer. You can look. I'm calling heavyweight names. I'm not. All this. These are not child's play. These are heavyweights. Every bank account. Every banks don't lie. Hospitals won't lie. Court order won't lie. I would go to jail if this is duplicated. If this is forged. I know what it is. I will go to jail if I forge this. Everything is here. The court, you see this, they said, and he also said that he was the one that took me to court. Now, they say, Tonto Dike, plaintiff, applicant. What does that mean? I was the one who took him to court. I was suing him to court because he does not pay child support, because he had a document of my son I needed back, because he was not paying school fees. Nothing. That's why I took him to court. And it's the first line, read it. They say, an order granting the custody of their child, King Andre Omodayo Aigo, born on the 17th day of February 2016 to the plaintiff. Please, who is the plaintiff? Tonto Dike is the plaintiff. My son, I was awarded custody of my son. This man, if you go through these documents, this man he was given very strict supervision. Very strict supervised visitation for my son. The only time this man can see or be close to my child is when and if I put someone on ground that I can trust. So if there is nobody that I can trust, this man would not go close to my child. Because as the matter is, I cannot trust my nannies because my nannies do not know what is going on. My nannies will not be able to look at what to look at or look for. Because it can just be a thread this man will pull and put on my son's hair. It might even be a finger to put in my son's mouth. It might be anything just to jeopardize my happiness with my son. He would do it. And that is why when I presented, the court does not admit diabolism. But the strength of the accusation I brought as diabolic, of his diabolic this thing, was so strong that the court had to put that order. Before you see your son, your wife must give you somebody. In fact, your son must be brought to you by somebody that she can only trust. I've never found that person. Now, talking about that, this man said that he does things for my son. Between when I was his wife to when I left him, these are the only things Olakule Church ever bought for his son. This is a nightgown. It's a pyjama shirt. It's a similar one. This is it. This is the top. 2 trousers, 1 top. This pendant. Look at it. And this. These are the only thing a 37-year-old man have bought for his child from birth to date. And Olakule Churchill, I'm putting it to you. If you have any other receipts of anything that you say that you've bought for your son, bring it out. And you better be sure that those things are with me. You better be sure that those things are with your son. Because he lied that he bought my son a car when I left him, just to show people that, oh, I get money. You said you bought your son a car. What was that car again? I think it was, I can't remember, but it was, GLC, something like, GMC, yes, the GMC. You say you bought your son a GMC. There's no GMC anywhere. You bought you use your fraud money to buy cars so you can ship your money into Nigeria, sell the car, and you got your money. You say you bought my son a car. Well, I live with my son. I see my son every day of his life. To the pin in his hair, to, he's not a girl, so he doesn't have a pin on his hair. But whatever. From his head to his toe, I am responsible for my son. I cater for that boy. And I don't disturb you for money because, you see, the truth is that some people have asked me, oh, why don't you take him back to court because he's not paying child support? The truth is I want to be selfish. With my son, I'm very selfish. If this man starts to pay child support on a regular basis, he would have access to my child. So for him to not pay gives me the leverage to change my son's name to what I want, because I am now the father and the mother to my son. And it's okay, like I told you, I've been broke before. I still get broke till today. Okay, so it's okay that you're broke and you cannot afford for your son. But then, can't you call your son? My son's birthday, he went and he wrote some emotional crap, bullshit. I was sitting down, my best friend was with me throughout my party for my son. Nobody ever heard a call from this man to say, let me wish my son a happy birthday. But you go on social media to chase the clouds, telling them that God is going to bring you and your son together. Who took your son away in the first place from you? Which woman, born a woman on earth, has the guts to keep away a child, a son for that matter, from a man who pays bills, who born you well as a woman? My son's name is Dike for now. It's not going to be Dike forever. I will get married, my son's name will change. If I'm changing my name tomorrow, it will change. It would never answer his father's name as long as I live on this earth and as long as you're not doing your duties, which is making my job very easy. Like I said, these are the only things he bought for his child. 1, 2, 3, set of nightgown. This is the pendant that this man said is 10,000 euro. Look at it. 10,000 euro for this. He said it in his last interview 3 days ago. He said he bought a one-of-a-kind necklace, bracelet, whatever bullshit he said. This is the 80,000 euro, something like that. Let me check the internet.
I bought my son a diamond pendant, Kingandri, like with the 3 diamonds. You know, very expensive. Well, I got it for like, I think, 8,400 euro.
This is it. This is it. And that. Only. Well, the truth is, if I were to write a letter to myself for 10 years ago, the first thing I would do is I would really cry on that paper. I would cry. 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 And the only thing I'm going to write is I love you. Because I think that was the only thing I've ever wanted to hear. If I had so much love in my life, if I had love from my family, if I had real friends, I wouldn't have made a lot of mistakes. So, if I was to write a letter to myself, I would say, Tonto, I love you. Because I know that is all she needs to know. And that's all she needs to, or she would have needed to have taken a different route. And these tears are not tears of sorrow. They're just emotions. I would have done things differently, you know. It's sometimes people say, you're a strong girl, you're hard, you don't sing, I don't care. You can lash out on Instagram when someone says this, you are saying that, your comebacks are great. But the truth is, all of those things, the negativity, as much as you think that they help to, yeah, there's a saying, no publicity is bad publicity. But some publicity can hurt you. And I've been one person who has been on the receiving end of hurt. How? I'm Tonto. I am Tonto. I should have all the deals in coming into entertainment industry. I have the largest followings. I have one of the largest followings. But some brands will say, oh, she's too controversial for our product. Oh, she's too, you know. So being controversial, being who I am, has always been a blessing and a curse. But I've pushed out. Always have. Always have. Recently I got 3 big deals, massive deals. One from, okay, I'm not going to call names, but 3 massive, explosive deals. And I see myself getting all I've ever wanted gradually. It might take time, but I'll get there. But you see, the truth is, what you say, what you don't say, all of it can hurt you, positively or negatively. And I've been hurt a lot by myself, by my actions, by things I have done. And, you know, I used to say in the past that I always gave people a reason to talk. Because if you said I was wicked, and I have an anger issue, but it's not a dangerous anger issue. But you know that there's an anger issue. If I get upset, there's nobody I can talk to. There's no one. In your face, I don't do behind your back. So I'm very bold. So if I had just kept my cool, organized myself and say, even if I'm upset, this is not the way to respond, or even if I'm upset, this is not the right thing for me to say, even if it feels like the right thing. You see, what I'm trying to say is more like giving you a tip for what you should not be as a public figure. I learned from people who have been above me. I don't know about people who are beneath me. But this is my way of saying that if you're out there, you need to take care of your reputation. No publicity is bad publicity, yes. But some publicity can keep you stagnant for the rest of your life. And that's no joke. That's not what an artist will want. That's what I suffered for a very long time, and I'm only just stepping out of that shadows now, by the grace of God. So, thank you very much for watching.